Okay, hello guys and gals. I am back with another video. I'm trying to get my technical difficulties worked out. Um, I have been trying to record me drawing this for like the past hour, I think. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. My computer is so old it has not been working with me very good. So I'm trying something new, and we'll see if this actually works. So far it looks promising, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I was going to attempt to draw this from scratch before your eyes, so y'all can watch me draw this from a blank paper, which I did, and I talked about it. But I wish y'all could have been with me do it through this. However, I'm not really thrilled with how this turned out, to be completely honest. Yeah. I don't know what this is. This is like an Atlantean aircraft of some kind. Looks like a UFO, but that's part of what I was doing today. Was I'm just kind of brainstorming and character building, world building, trying to figure out like what makes sense and what looks good and like what I want these to look like. Probably not like this, but we'll see. And then what I want my protagonist to look like, Caveman Bob. That's probably not going to be his actual story name. But yeah, it's him and an Atlantean woman. Them two, a caveman and an Atlantean woman. Again, I haven't finalized the name for her either, but I'm thinking like for now I've been calling her Marta, but it's not gonna be Marta. It's gonna be something else. But I'm thinking like after looking at this, I'm like, okay, it's missing something. Like, what is Bob even doing here? Yelling like he's supposed to be roaring like some epic like war cry, but there's no battle going on, so it doesn't make any sense in the context of like this background I drew. Like I drew a waterfall and like some ducks for some reason. And Bob's just here, screaming and getting all pumped with his animal instinct, which is going to be like his superpower. He can like tap into his animal instinct, like primitive, instinct, and go like beast mode. And so that's going to be kind of like his special power. But yeah, there's like no reason for him to be doing this. So I'll have to scratch this idea. It's good to do exercises like this to like just try things. It's like brainstorming kind of. But I realized like, okay, yeah, like this isn't going to work. I'll have to add, I think I'm going to add Marta in this. Like she'll be here. Maybe instead of the saber-toothed tiger, like just calmly sitting in back here, maybe it will be like, like right up on them, like growling and like getting ready to pounce and like attack them, and they're like getting ready to fight it off or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But I want like this to be this was supposed to be like a cover, like a comic book cover, and I'm like just trying to figure out what would be an exciting, attention-grabbing comic book cover for my story, because it's more fun like doing big detailed like exciting drawings. I really should be just practicing like drawing my panels, like drawing my different boxes and practicing, having like an actual story go across the page. Like you know, instead of just talking about it, why don't I try it? Like, I should be practicing stuff like this, like where I'm, you know, drawing panels, and then, you know, maybe there'll be like a big panel there, and then maybe I'll do like a big panel down there, and then 2 more panels. Like, I really should be practicing this kind of thing, you know, like this is gonna be the scene where like Marta's escaping from Atlantis, so maybe she's in the cockpit, and she's like, this is her hair, and it's like all over her face, and maybe she's got bangs or something, and but she's like hunched over the controls of this cockpit that she's in, and she's like flying. There's like the mountain ranges, and she's like flying, pew. And so, yeah, so maybe like, you know, she's like, and then I could practice like word bubbles and dialogue. Like, I guess I should do a little bit better than stick figures. You get the idea. But this is the kind of thing that I should be doing, because this is good practice too. And this I could get away with not being a great drawer, and just getting my ideas out there. Then I could come back later and actually try to draw something halfway decent. But like, maybe this could be like, okay, she's running, and then she could be like, oh, whatever. I actually don't even know what to write here, but like, I hope they didn't see me. And then the next thing will be like her going, oh no, or like, ah. I don't even know how to do it. I'd have to probably do it like this. This would be like, oh, and she's like, oh no. Like, her hair is like, psh. Those are her bangs. Oh no. Like, there'll be like a explosion. Psh, 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 psh. Bang. You know, and like, this is her spaceship or whatever. It's an aircraft, it's not a spaceship. Do you get the idea? And then we see that, you know, her tail has been like damaged. Cracker, 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 crack. Like that. Her tail's been damaged, and it's like pss, 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 pss. This is like her main engine is psh, psh. She's looking back like, oh no. You know, that's her in the cockpit. So she's looking back like, oh no. Psst. And there's like the smoke, psst, from the pieces breaking, psst, from her only engine. Gasp. We'll have her saying like, gasp, and then, you know, maybe she's like that. And then this, in case you can't tell, you know, oh no, they damaged my, I don't know why I put an exclamation mark. Or maybe I'll just say, like, obviously they damaged the engine, I can say pew, 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 pew. Yes, sound effects help, definitely help in the creative process. Oh no, they saw me. And then this is just her like flying, you know, like maybe it'll be like as she's coming in. Like that's just her trail, and it's like psh, 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 psh. Like she's just gliding now. This is her gliding in on her cool jet. And like she's coming in for a crash landing, and like maybe this can be like a close-up of a bird's nest or something. That'd be kind of cool, right? Like have, you know, bird's nest up here and like a bird just like watching her like, oh, what's going on? A tweet, you know, like, oh my. She could be like, I'm going down. This could be a branch. Not a lot of leaves on this tree for whatever reason. This ancient tree died out from evolution because it didn't put out enough leaves. But yeah. So it's gonna be a blackbird, just so that like the contrast, you can actually see it's a bird. Anyways, so yeah, so there's a bird's nest, and so that's like, you know, that's some foreground, so you can see it's like, okay, it's like definitely coming down now, and then like there's the mountains, and then there's like this, you know, this is like the shoreline. No, that can't be the shoreline because I just drew mountains over there. Maybe this is like a cool river, and like there's some trees down here, and then like forest down here, maybe sparse trees there, but then forest land all over here. Forest. And then okay, so she's going down, and then next and then she's also in hot pursuit. Maybe not just yet. Maybe she crashes first. Yeah, she crashes first. Like, I probably should have drawn this not like a vertical line like this, but like maybe something like this. Like, pew, some cool angle of like her going, like, how do I want to do this? Maybe I can have her like bouncing off the ground, like poink, 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 poink. Oh my gosh, my drawing is getting so much better as this goes on. Boink. Psh, 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 psh. Smoke goes out. Pew. Pow. Hits the ground. Pang. Through the trees. There's trees here too. Bam, bam, bam. This is her. Oh no! And crashing. And then, bam. But she finally, settles here. And the hatch opens up. Then there's just an empty chair in there and a steering wheel. And, there's her, there's her jet still kind of sizzling. And then here's like this massive crater. Bam, maybe not a massive crater, but wreckage and a skid line. But then you see her, she's like, there's her hair. She's like, dang, that was close. That was close. And then, you get like her silhouette or whatever. Of her looking back at her her crash landing. And yeah, they just lit, this is a Christmas tree forest. Yeah. I think you get the idea. Woo, really tall grass over here. Maybe there's like, more trees, but maybe some birds got scared, like, fly, birds. Do those look like birds? Like pterodactyls or something. That was close. So yeah. So like that's actually good practice. That's kind of like something that I should do more of to help me kind of map out my story and how I want it to be laid out, because that would be great practice. And it looks like she's got dog ears. Oh yeah. And it gives me an excuse to draw like crap too, which is always nice. But yeah, that is gonna be sort of how I want the scene to play out. And then I'm sure y'all are on the edge of your seat, like, what happens next? Who shot at her? Who even is she? We don't even really know at this point, because, y'all know because I told you, but at this point, the audience or whoever's reading this would be thinking to themselves, who is this mysterious woman who is like, hoping no one saw her? Like, what is she doing, and why is she getting shot? Make like a sun, because it's sunny. Yeah, but I will hang on, like, hold on to your hold on to your hats, guys, because there's more to come. You will eventually, God willing, if you stick with me, you will eventually get to read my entire story, which, I'll be honest, it's a long story, and drawing it takes a long time. Like, seriously, I mean, what did this little like half butt sketch that looks like a fifth grader did, like not even look, it looks like a kindergartner drew this. This took me probably, and I'm not even done with it. Look, I'm still working on it. This took me like 20 minutes. And this is just one page, one tiny little scene. Like, for me to actually produce something that doesn't look like garbage, like if I were to do this and actually try to make it look good, it would honestly take me like a week probably, just for one page. Because I'm not really that good of a drawer, like, and I would get frustrated, and I would take a long time, you know, trying to make sure I wasn't producing like really bad work. So like, you know, I would really want it to look good. So it would take a long time for me to get it looking good enough, like for like at least not like shit. So it would take so long. Like this story, I honestly should probably just write a book, because then I wouldn't have to worry about drawing anything. I could just tell the story and be done with it. But this will be kind of a fun journey, I think, for me and anyone else who wants to travel along with me on this journey. I believe it will be lots of fun, and we can draw things. You can watch me draw. I can you can give me your input on what you think about the story, and you know, hopefully it'll be positive criticism, but you know, I'm open to honest you know, criticism that I can use to improve, because you know, I'm not an expert. And if anyone has any like helpful tips that would improve my drawing, or that you might have like this really cool idea about the story that would be like interesting, I'm all ears. You know, I'm willing to listen for sure. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for now. I'm not going to do 2 pages in one episode. So yeah, stay tuned for the next scene. And thanks for watching.